Hey, what's up, guys? Luke3030 from Super Yo Bros here, and I just spent the last 2 weeks playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I feel like this game really deserves a review. As a disclaimer, I'm not a Final Fantasy expert. It's been over 15 years since I played the original Final Fantasy VII, and I don't have a perfect memory of it, but I did play through it with one of my best friends, and it holds a special spot in my heart. So, I decided to go ahead and do this review. Uh, Last year, when I found out that they were actually going to be releasing a remake, I was ecstatic. I bought the first class edition, which I did an unboxing for. I'll leave a link to that video down below. Onto the game. I absolutely love this game. From what I read about the original Final Fantasy PS1 game, it had a lot of hype and build up to its release, and I feel like the hype and build up was mirrored for the remake's release. In my opinion, they both live up to that hype, which is amazing. The first place I will say this game really shines is the music. The music is constantly pulling at my heartstrings with nostalgia from the original, just maybe more epic and better done, really, which is crazy. Sometimes it was even funny, like when you get a Chocobo rap song from a guy and things like that. It was just amazing. I won't be the only one to say that this is maybe one of the best soundtracks of all time in a game. Upon first experience with the game, in the demo, it seemed amazing, yet the battle with the Scorpion Sentinel seemed hard, like really hard. I was so hard I was worried the whole game might be too hard. After the game came out and I played further though, the more comfortable I became. I realized it wasn't going to be the struggle I was worried about, so I began enjoying the beautiful sights and characters that Square had created. And the characters in this game are amazing. I especially loved Barrett's voice actor, who was really funny and I thought was just perfect for the role. The rest of the characters were great too. Tifa is definitely the waifu. Cloud's hair is magical, I'm jealous of him. And Aerith is a sweetheart. The designs were great as well, and you can really see the love that was put into it, into these characters. The maps and world of Midgar were pretty well fleshed out and often amazed me how true to the original it felt. Sometimes a bit basic and linear, but not horrible. The world seemed really lived in though, and every NPC felt like it had a backstory. So they got that feeling right. And the combat is really fun, like addictive fun. I personally love the option to switch between bullet time mode for abilities, spells, or items, or to hotkey them to your left bumper for like a more fast-paced action if you wanted. For some characters like Tifa, it was definitely pushing, I think, for the fast-paced. I'm a bit slower, so I opted for the bullet time mode most of my playthrough. It reminded me of Mass Effect and just kind of fit me better. I really love both. I thought the idea to build up a meter using small attacks to unleash your larger abilities and spells was fun too. The combat was just really great. There was times I just couldn't believe how great it was. I do have to say though that maybe sometimes the air combat was not the greatest, with the exception of you having Aerith or Barrett to be able to handle some of those air guys. It really didn't feel quite as good as like say 15. I thought the air combat in 15 was pretty well done. One thing I've come to fall in love with in some good RPGs is diving into the game menus and learning about all the different skills, items, abilities, etc. And this game didn't fail me. The weapons upgrade system was a blast. The menu of it resembling a universe, and the branches of the skill trees being cores of galaxies in that universe, just visually was pleasing. The ability to level up a weapon and to continue to use it if you like just how that weapon looked was awesome. You could add more damage to it, materia slots. You could also choose different paths for a weapon, such as if you wanted to focus more on magical damage or physical attacks. Touching on the weapons, each one has its own unique ability, which can be permanently learned by using the said ability enough times. And then once you've learned it, you can use it with any other weapon for that character, further giving you more options on which weapon you want to actually use. Amazingly, with all these things with weapons I've been talking about is available for all the characters, not just Cloud. Cloud new swords, new guns for Barrett, new gloves for Tifa, new staffs for Aerith, all of them with their own abilities. Just so sick, dude. Materia, a magical item you can equip to weapons or gear with available slots, earning you new magical spells, buffs, defenses, etc. some even having crazy properties like the ability to steal enemy abilities or to start a battle transformed as a frog, which I'd never figured out why you need to do that yet, probably from the old one. I was constantly trying to do new combos with different materia, seeing what would work, seeing what strategies would work with different characters. I'm not sure how much different this materia was from the original game, but it was a blast. So yeah, I probably spent too much time in the menus for the game that I live streamed, but I loved it. The pace of the game was good for me. It never seemed to drag on too much. There was maybe a bit of exception with some of the towns that I had to stare at for a bit longer than I would have liked. But it was pretty good pace. Very seldomly did I have to Google for a resolution to a problem, with the exception of maybe some search quests. I didn't want to be wandering around too long while I was on stream. The side quests were all enjoyable, with some being better than others, of course. Some of the mini games were really awesome, though. The box smashing, weightlifting, dancing, those all come to mind as being just really awesome. Not to mention the motorcycle missions of the main mission that I absolutely loved. Those were so sick. It didn't bother me that they chose to make this game episodic, especially since it's so well done. I feel like I'm just going to get even more playtime from this amazing story. Although I do understand people's opinions that it's a bit of a cash grab, so maybe like something similar to them making 3 Hobbit movies out of 1 book. So I could see how that makes some people mad, but personally I'm okay as long as the content's good. I'll pay for it if it's good, you know? All in all, this was one of my favorite gaming experiences in a long time, and I can't wait to see the next chapters as they come out. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you want, hit subscribe, follow us on Super Yo Bros on Twitch, one word. Also check out our Instagram and Twitter, both also named Super Yo Bros. We post pics and comments and stuff almost daily. We love this stuff, and it means the world to us. So Luke3030 from Super Yo Bros out.